Hello there, this is DBT, and this Art of Runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8, and today we're gonna be doing a pro test of the car for the new car hunt, and that is of course the Lamborghini SC20 that you can see right here. Now real quick, if you haven't seen the car hunt, let's just do a quick overview about it. As usual, you will be able to get the main car in tier 1 of the premium lane. Obviously it doesn't show because I already own it. So that's the Lamborghini SC20, a car of class A. And in the tier 14, you'll be able to acquire the Ferrari F40, a car of class B at the rank of, what is it, 1588, I think? Aha, I was correct, 1588 when you have the car pro'd out. So this is a car in the free lane, and it seems a little bit curious to me that they added a Ferrari and a Lambo in a single car hunt, but hey, who am I to judge that? And other than that, there's no surprises in the car hunt. In the free lane, you will be able to get some parts, some random parts, some boosters and whatnot. And in the premium lane, you'll be able to get parts and kits for the main car, obviously. So yes, we'll talk about more about this car, the performance and all of that. But first, let's have a look at the car itself because, oh boy, I have things to say about it. First of all, if we have a look at the stats, well, I should probably show you this car with the tuning kit so you can see the maximum potential. But it's a car of a rank of 1771 when pro'd out, which makes it almost at the very top of this bracket. Obviously, the highest possible rank is 1772 for this bracket. So this should tell you that this is in theory a good car. And not only in theory, really, it is in practice too. And normally I would be very, very happy to show you the colors of the car, the color options. However, this car has no color options. It only comes in this white with blue, which by the way, don't get me wrong, it looks fantastic. I really like this livery, but there's no other option, so that is a bit sad. But oh well, and here's the stats with the tuning kit in case you were curious about it. But as I always say, this doesn't tell the whole story because obviously some of those stats are not even real. But anyway, we're gonna be playing Classic Season. You can see the amount of races that I have because I'm gonna be doing sequential races so that you see what is the performance of this car in regular circumstances. So let's find some races. Now, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I already tried to record this video yesterday because of course I knew what the car hunt was gonna be given that I'm a content creator and we get this information. So I was gonna do this video yesterday and I did go into multiplayer, but unfortunately I was finding races with few players and they were bringing, generally speaking, bad cars. So that gave the impression that this car was absolutely OP, and while this car is actually pretty good, it's not that good. So we'll see if today I have a little bit of a bit more luck in finding more difficult opponents because, well, RIP. That's what I get for saying that I was winning races yesterday. But yeah, the whole point of this type of videos is precisely to show you the car under regular circumstances, not only when I'm gonna get W's, because at that point, I'm not really testing the car in what you will find normally. And while it is true that it seems unlikely that I'm gonna be finding the hardest or the most difficult cars for this bracket, for this car, I think I'm still gonna find enough competition so that you get a better idea of what this thing is. And of course, when I'm talking about the hardest cars and whatnot, I'm saying things like the, what is it called? Camaro Independence. Oh, sorry, buddy. Camaro Independence Edition, the Porsche 911 GT3 RS Europe, the Rabbit Edition. What a name that car, but anyway. But yeah, we'll see. Over here, at least I saw that there was an Aston Martin 177, which is actually a really, really good car in this bracket. But anyway, first race, 5th place because of a knockdown, but it's fine. Things like this happen. That's how you know that these are sequential races. So Ferrari FXX Evoluzione, 2 Agera Rs, Dodge Dart X Edition, there's me, Grand Vitesse, Aston Martin 177 and a P1, but both of them did not have tuning kit. No wonder why they ended up at the very end of the result, leaderboard, whatever. Ooh, long track. Okay, let's see. So let's talk about the performance of the car itself. Like I said, it is a good car. In fact, for a while it was considered one of the best, no, I would say one of the betterest cars in Class A. And notice that I said betterest, not best, because like I said, this doesn't compete, or rather, it's not at the same level of one of those OP cars. However, it is a very, very strong car nonetheless. So that's why I say it's probably, if a Camaro Independence that's fine, it's fine. It's my manly battle cry. Oh, Jesus Christ. If the Camaro Independence Edition, it's top tier in here, this is the second top tier, I would say. It's a really good car. And in general, to give you an idea of the performance of the car, the acceleration, it's on the good side, probably considerably good. The drift is good, not outstanding, but pretty good, pretty manageable. The nitro, as most Lambos, it's actually pretty good. So overall, this is a pretty decent car to go for. And as I normally say, I'm not trying to convince anybody to spend money in the game. However, this car, it is a considerably rare car, I would say, for this game. I don't think it has been offered too many times. Probably at some point, you could acquire it for fusion points. But at first, when it was released, like many other cars, was premium, then it was no longer available in the garage. And now you can acquire it by spending $10. Again, I'm not saying that you should, but if you like the car, if you like Lambos, well, here's your opportunity to get it. Like I said, it's a really good car. All right, so I got a first place. Somehow I came back in this race, beating the Dodge Dart X Edition, Aventador SVJ, and a Bugatti Veyron, the old one. So, all right, cool. A terrible result, then a good result. Let's see what else we get. Holy mother of everything that it's holy. This took forever. Now, we got in the first race with a decent amount of players, then in the next race we got less players, and this time it took, I don't know how many minutes to start one race. So, jeez. Okay, whatever, it's fine. This is what I get for recording this towards the later half of the entire multiplayer season. You know that I always do protests in Classic season because that is where you normally encounter the most the people that are playing in the most competitive way, let's put it that in that way. Oh, can I do this without crashing? Can I do this without crashing? No. How did I? Okay, whatever. Oh, look at that. I respawned up there. Nice. So I normally play over here. However, it makes more sense that I should have recorded this, or, well, okay, listen. To encounter the most, what would I say, the most real opposition over here, I should record this during the first several days of the season because that's when everybody's trying to rank up. So I'm gonna be finding a bunch of the stronger cars. But by now, so late in the season, most people that are gonna be driving those OP cars and whatnot are already in Elite, and they're probably already playing just with Class S. And that's why I keep on complaining that the hyper focus on Class S is kind of annoying. But either way, so right now I'm finding people that are not driving the most OP cars. So yeah, however, I really wasn't gonna wait for another weekend some to do a protest of this car while this is a topic that matters to you because you might be interested in seeing, listening, and checking this car out because, you know, there's an opportunity to get it. But anyway, there was a Veyron, a 𝐒𝐄 R, and that's it because the other one is massively under-ranked and unboosted, so no good. Ooh, and we got one of the rumors in this race. We got Caesar, also known as Blank something? Yes. All right, let's do this. We're again in Transylvania, but hey. Oh, is that a Renault Sport RS01? Damn, what a beautiful car. That's an MP tune car because that's a Class S car. Honestly, some of those not great performer cars from Class S can do really good in Class A if they're tuned properly for acceleration or whatever it is. So that's kind of nice to see. Oh, come on! Well, again, this is why I record these races, all right? I record everything so that you see all of the nonsense that happens in multiplayer. And honestly, that is one of the things that I like showing over here. Because obviously, I understand that people care to get the cars that are the best performers and all of that, but the reality is that multiplayer just tends to be such nonsense most of the time that just about any car that you bring pro'd out, it's gonna have a decent chance at getting some results, and that's why I say some results, not necessarily all W's. You might get some W's, you might get some L's. It doesn't matter. It's just multiplayer. It's random nonsense. This is what happens, and that is why I don't think it's all that important to always go for necessarily the best cars all the time, especially if, like in this video, you're playing in the middle of the season or towards the end of the season, because like I said, that's when people are going to be bringing not necessarily their A game, or rather, they don't necessarily have the best cars out there. And I just lost 20 points from that, but oh well. Yeah, so a 𝐒𝐄 RR, there's a Dodge Dart, the Renault Sport by Caesar, yeah, and then there's my SC20. Oh well, random stuff happens, it's fine, that's just multiplayer for you. And if you are curious about the name of this car, by the way, the name of SC20 comes from SC standing for Squadra Corse, which is a racing division for Lamborghini, and 20 is just the year that this car was released, 2020. There's, for example, another car called the SC18, a much more beautiful car in my opinion, because it does have a head. I'll talk more about that in a second. but the SC18, and it's the same situation. It's the 𝐒𝐊𝐈𝐋𝐋 released. Oh god! Released in 2018. Well, RIP. Man, suddenly I'm getting horrendous results. That's fine. That's fine. This is what happens in multiplayer. Oh wait, no, you know what? Stuff like this happens from time to time. I was going to the wrong version of the track. I mean, the other route, it's better in the alternate version of this track, but whatever. So yeah, the SC20 is very, excuse me, the SC18 is very similar looking to the SC20, but in my opinion, it's more beautiful because it's not a headless Lambo. And by that, I mean, I don't like cars that don't have a roof. I don't like cars that don't have a roof and they don't have a windshield. And this is exactly that. No roof, no windshield. So not my favorite looking. And the SC18 is very similar looking to this, but full coupe. So in my opinion, it looks so much better. But look at this thing. All right, so we got an Aston Martin 177, a Agera R, then there's me. There's a 911 GT3 RS Europe, the Rabbit Edition, very strong car, but got a very bad result. And there's Cesar with the Renault RS01. All right, that's fair enough. At least I got podium, all right, I'll take it. And to this day, I'm still waiting precisely for the SC18 to be added in this game. I'm here just patiently waiting, maybe one day. But yeah, I mean, at some point, it was the last SC car that we were missing because there was the, again, SC20, SC18, and SCV12. We have two of those, we're missing the SC18. But nowadays, there's another SC car in Lamborghini, which is the SC63, not related to the year in which it was released. SC63, it's the LMDH car, if you know about that classification of cars. It's a full-on racing car. It's not a customer car like this one is, for example, or the SC18 or the SCV12. Well, whatever. Whoa! My car's got what? Oh no! I hate the China ditch, precisely because random stuff like that can happen. But anyway. So yeah, now there's another SC car for Lamborghini, but hey, I would also like for that one to be added over here, so there's hoping. Maybe they will add another Lamborghini season and they would include the SC18 and the SC63. A man can dream, all right? I want more Lambos in the game, what can I say? It's one of the brands that has the most cars in the entirety of this game, and yet I want more. I can stop myself. We need more Lambos! I'm fine. Perfectly fine. Calculated, you see? Never doubted it. All right, so whatever happened in that race, we got, by the way, another one of the, oh, look at that, Vroomers top 3. We got Thunderbolt with the Icona Volcano, then there's Cesar on the Renault Sport, me on the SC20, and we got another couple players, ZR1 and a Bugatti. Well, you know, at least we got Vroomer top 3, so that's good enough for me. Oh, look at that! More Vroomers. This is Dan, also from our Discord server, also shows up in the stream. What's up, Dan? So yeah, I called some of the Vroomers in case they wanted to race over here, because again, I'm having a bit of troubles finding full lobbies, so I thought, hey, let's call the Vroomers. They normally beat me because they're generally speaking much better players than I am, but still, that's what we're here, to test the cars and see what other people with better skill or different cars can do, so that's kind of nice. I see that Cesar is driving an MP tuned Racer Tachyon. I see also an Apollo IE that's probably also tuned, so really cool people bringing the MP tuned cars. That's pretty dope. So yeah, if I want to give you a general thoughts on this car, like I said, it's a really good car for Class A. Probably still one of the best performers without being on the straight up OP classification. This car should definitely give you some decent results overall, especially if you know how to drive it. Like I said, the fact that the nitro is so good, like it is for so many Lambos, makes this car, in my opinion, very reliable. Except for the China ditch where it's ice clad on the last race. This is not an unstable car, so yeah, good car. And besides the fact, even though I don't like headless cars like I just mentioned, I like how with the avatar that I have, you can see the little horns over there. Oh, that looks dope. Yeah, there you go. So what happened in this one? We got Thunderbolt with the Volcano, then there's me on the SC20, Cesar on the Racer Tachyon, look at that. Not fully MP tuned, but close enough. Oh, it's Dan with Intensa Emozione. We got also a 177 and a Grand Sport Vitesse. See, I'm telling you, good results even with my skill issues, yeah. So, one more time, as I always say, not trying to convince you to spend money on the game. In fact, I would say that you shouldn't spend money on the game. But if you are spending money on the game and you're thinking, hey, should I go for this car? Again, it's a good option in terms of performance, and it's a relatively rare car. Though, I believe that this car should be acquirable through Master Key. So, seeing how the racing pass it's been for this particular, well, pass, I already made a video. I'll try to link it on the top right. There were some Master Keys over there, none for Class A, but who knows, maybe in the future there might be some Class A Master Key, and this could be... Oh, God! What is happening? This car doesn't skid, and it just scat on me again. Jeez. This car may be possible to acquire through the Master Key, because the Master Key, in theory, doesn't have cars that are, in this case, 1772, but it should have 7071, 70, 69, 68, and all of that. So maybe that's an opportunity, or that could be a way for you to acquire this car, but I honestly don't know for sure, because since I already own this car, it's not like I can see it in the Master Key list, so keep that in mind. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you this car, test it, drive it a little bit, so there is this. And if you want to get a heart and a pin in this video, you need to leave me the key phrase, which for today is Game Love. Please add the missing SC sibling, the Lambo SC20. First person to post it gets a heart, a pin. You know how this whole thing works. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, all of that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.